hear me. Over here all comes through well. We've got ITER, one of two ITERs taking off soon. It looks like, yeah, the beacon light is on, so the engines are about to start up, or are about to start up right now. Let's see if we can get the radio done for you guys. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so hopefully everything should be nice and clear in 4K. Welcome everyone who has joined us. Hope you can hear me as well, and there is no crackling on the sound. And yes, on the other day we had some issues with the sound. Let me just get everything set up with a normal view. Bear with me, guys. Beautiful, this AMS A220 look in the sun today and in 4K. And Mirvids, thank you very much. I'm going to go through the chat in a moment, just bear with me. Actually, I need to get the remote control for the camera as well. Oh, that noise, that beautiful noise. Wookie is awake, folks. November, right, Mike, 75011 knots, runway 27, clear to take off. Runway 27, clear to take off, line 35 November. Over to the chat, shall we? I don't know what's going on with radar box today. We'll take that off for today. I don't know what's going on there. It seems like is it because no one actually on the runway yet? Let's have a quick check actually. Might be slightly behind. Let's change the settings to say only show who was on the runway, so maybe that is the reason why. Yeah, it does. It shows it when it's on the runway. Just slightly behind. That's not too bad. We've got ITA Airways also waiting to line up. At the moment, KLM is coming in with the third Amsterdam flight, I think, on ground at the moment. Yep, third KLM aircraft that we've got. This actually is the Sky Team livery from City Hopper. And then we've got the Milan flight about to take off as well, so we'll get that for you in a moment. Welcome to Carl. Wayne, welcome to you. I hope you're good. Bird Feeder TV, welcome to you as well. Mia Viz, good morning to you. Hope you are good. Richard, good morning as well. Thank you for Mark. Helen W, welcome to you. Susan, welcome along. Hope you're good. And we've got Lee in person with us today. He said he was going to come anyway for his own Planespotting adventures as well. So it just happened that we are pointing on the same time as Lee himself. So he's not on the chat today. He's here in person, so you might hear him in the background. So I hope everyone's good. A few questions asked at how. Miavid says, how was Frankfurt, Lewis? I'm sure you've seen the review, my friend. I'll talk about that later, actually. Just going through a couple I was talking to Lee about that as well when we were setting up. So here is the Sky Team livery special. Okay, ITA is taking off. So it's turned out to be quite a busy schedule actually for this Bank Holiday Monday. Welcome along if you've just joined us. Welcome to London Sea. Lewis here.
Holding Tango 1, request taxiway to
if you just joined us, don't forget to hit that like button. Tap Rentals, welcome to you. Hope you're good. We've got Air Domati heading off to the beautiful, beloved Frankfurt. Fantastic airport. Mirrors, actually, funny enough, Lee mentioned that, and I thought it was, I didn't actually realise, I thought it was blocked, but yeah, it must be right then. You were right, Lee, about the cap of increased number. I didn't realise that. Yeah, last thing I was reading, they blocked it, like Newham blocked it. So that's good. Does that mean that they can increase the flights as well now, or is it?
I don't know. Bigger aircraft?
Bigger aircraft, yeah. So
how payload restricted are they on the current generation?
I still don't understand, like I say, why the 195 E2's not been used by KLM. It's certified. KLM also about to take off, going to Amsterdam. Oh, I didn't know that. They overruled Newham Council. Right. I didn't think they could. Who would that been then who overrules? Because I thought it was Newham Council which sets the actual limit. It didn't make sense to me that they blocked it, to be fair, when they did block it, because I was actually reading City Airport's plan, and their plan made sense. The increase would come from newer generation Airbus A220 aircraft, which are more silent. So in fact, the noise issue that Newham had cited didn't really make sense, because in theory they're using quieter aircraft, and actually they would actually be reducing the noise. The actual consultation stated that they would be reducing the noise because they were actually getting rid of older generation planes, which are much louder, like the E190s and E195s, and replace them with A220s and the E2s, which are a lot quieter. So that I never got my head around that claim of why it was rejected because of the sound, and it was deemed to be too much for a weekend. So what that means in times, I don't know. Does that mean that the time changes? Does that change time on timely, or?
No, and you read the sort of statements.
It's just a cap.
Yeah, the BBC. No, you can look at the local newses.
I have to do a bit more research on that one. I didn't know that. When was that then? When did they announce that?
I think in the last few weeks.
Oh right, I missed that one. So we're just waiting for the departure here. A bit of a wait. Oh, they're going now. Here we go. Maybe they weren't ready at the time. Guys, just a reminder, it is still a test today stream, so your input and advice on the chat would be really appreciated as well. Hopefully it is steady, no crackles or anything like that. Yeah, it would really help. Just let me know how things look to you, just to help me out. I'm using a phone to sort of see on my side, so it's a bit awkward sometimes to see whether that's in real life or what's going on. And also, unfortunately, YouTube's latency protocols state that if you're streaming in 4K, it is normal latency, so they don't do low latency or ultra low latency. Now, we would normally be on low latency when it was 1080p, which is literally about a 10-second delay. This instead is about a 30-second delay. So if you think I'm not replying to your chat, please obviously bear with. I will. It might be that I'm now out of time when I've replied to you from the rest of the chat, but yeah, we're hopefully doing that. Daniel, hope you're good, my friend. I'm feeling so guilty of not coming to see you guys. I did try. Flights to Lisbon were an absolute eyesore. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, you guys. Normally I always thought Lisbon was quite cheap, but it seems to have escalated. Maybe because it's such a beautiful weather out there in Lisbon. It's such a beautiful place. Who knows? But hopefully soon. Maybe we'll have to do something winter time, but I don't want to do it too late because obviously the winter schedule kicks in and it's not as exciting as the summer. Maybe we'll have to do early summer next year. We'll have a think. But yeah, it was a shame. I wanted to go back to Lisbon, and apologies for not tuning in as much as I've been normally doing. But I hope you guys are well. Hope the team at Aviaco TV as well is doing good. Seeing some great stuff as well. Right, KLM is offloading passengers. You can just see them at the background. Oh wow! Do you know what the size of the earthquake was, Daniel? Hope everyone is alright and there's no damage. Earthquake in Lisbon. And that was at 5 in the morning. I woke up to the news of the Dagenham fire. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see? No, you can't see it. I wonder if you could see it, because it is that sort of path down there, but it's not. I think it's smouldering now from the last time I heard, but it looked, the pictures I saw online and on TV was quite bad. Yeah, hope everyone was alright. It looked quite intense. Apparently that building's got a bit of an issue with fire safety. Oh, excellent stuff. You know what it's like, Daniel, when you're trying to make sure everything works and you're a one-man band. But yeah, super excited for this. Hope the quality is showing it on your end. 4K. We're finally there. We said we're doing it. And hopefully we'll start seeing the benefit. Again, like I say, we're on the sort of lower spectrum of the quality of 4K. We're going to pump that up to a higher spec once the third SIM card arrives, and we've got another redundant stream, because I think we are probably on the tip of what can be done. London Sea is not too bad for network connections. You can normally get a solid 5G connection at a really fast pace, so we're pushing up a little bit than we were on Stansted. Stansted was to the limit. We're a bit better today. Oh, so a Labour-owned Angela Rayner overruled a Labour-owned council. Wonderful. Well, to be fair, as someone who knows Newham Council very well, I'm not surprised, because I'm not going to go into it, but my thoughts are going to be with Jude and we'll hold on to that one. I'm standing in front of their building. But let's just say, yeah, they've been in there a long time, that particular group, and no benefits for the area. James, welcome to you. Hope you're good. SE Aviation, hope you're as well. Michelle, good morning. Thank you so much. Saying nice, sharp pictures. Good morning to you. Happy Bank Holiday Monday, folks. Live here at London Sea. It's becoming a bit of a tradition, isn't it? Coming here on a Monday, on Bank Holiday Monday. Let's give you Tom Hanks, welcome. A rave there. Dash 8s are beautiful here, Daniel. Absolutely adored. I'm surprised you don't get any at Portugal. Especially with the little sort of hops and island hops you have in Portugal. I'm surprised. I thought they did. Is it an ATR? Might be an ATR.
Tap Express is ATRs.
Yeah. Oh, another ITA coming in. This is the Milan flight. There she is. Daniel, does Lisbon have the A220 from ITA? Do they send the A220s now to Lisbon? Because it's quite a short. It's not too far from Portugal to Milan. Lynn, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Good morning to you. Tom, welcome along from the Departure Lounge. Hope you're good. Says celebrating 15 months of being a flight crew member. Says here's to the next 15 months. Thank you so much to your continued support. And also following on, Lynn, welcome as well, and thank you for your 15th month anniversary. 14th month anniversary of being a flight crew member. Thank you for your continued support to the channel, and it's your donations and your memberships like that which help us do the upgrades, and also we've had the Zurich trip as well. All that plays a part of it. Thank you so much. It's all to sort of give you guys content. Thank you. Oh, ITA doesn't serve Lisbon at all. I thought it did. I thought they were on a sort of charter. Where are we? There's the Dash 8 from Luxembourg. Or going to Luxembourg, I should say. I was like, you get the A220 from Swiss and Air France, yeah. See, the Heathrow flight now from Paris, to Paris, has that with Air France. They've started sending their A220s. It's a wonder to see so many more A220s at Heathrow now. Quite like it. Yes, and Air Baltic as well, yes.
Swiss and Euro.
Yeah, when I was at Zurich, there was a load of Air Baltics now used for Swiss. I mentioned it, I think on, was it Saturday or Sunday? I can't remember now. No, sorry, what I'm talking about. I mentioned it to you guys on Friday. Unfortunately, Cyprus Airways, we also got an Airbus A220. They've decided to halt the programme in regards to the engine issues that they're having. So they're affected by the engine issues. They've actually purchased, or they've got from Aegean an Airbus A319 again. So they've said they're still going to be part of the A220 project, but they're not receiving any more at this moment in time due to the delays. Airbus is saying, I think it's 2030 is the delay at the last article I saw. Which is a shame, because I'm an absolutely huge fan of the A220, and also love to see it in Cyprus Airways colours, because it is an airline that's quite sort of means quite a lot to me. but I get why they're doing it. They've lost quite a lot of money. Apparently, if it wasn't for the A220, they would have been profited this year.
Baltic's number of groundings and Egypt Air selling off to a leasing company their whole fleet of A220-300s.
They need Airbus have apparently their CEO addressed it and said have sort of given Pratt & Whitney a deadline to sort of fix it, because I think it's starting to cause issues, because it is a very popular airframe, but something like that is really holding it back. And it's a shame, because we all love the Pratt & Whitney 1000 engines. They're an absolute marvel engineering, but they do have these issues, and they've got to have reliability. And if you can't rely on them, then I think it was Swiss who mentioned that they had 7 emergency diversions due to the A220's engines. Another KLM. KLM are busy today from bank holiday. Maybe there's a lot of Brits coming back from a party weekend in Amsterdam, eh? Maybe a few red eyes. Carl also celebrating 10 months, and here's to the next 10 months, says Carl. Thank you so much. We're not that delayed. We're not that delayed, I've just seen it. Apologies, I'll go back to the chat. It is Michelle, a huge fan of ITA in the sun. I think ITA looks good on pretty much all of their fleet, to be honest, their livery. There isn't a model airframe I don't like of ITA's livery.
Unusual thing to be towing aircraft.
They're putting it into groups because they keep them in storage. Oh.
I see there's a flight from Exeter. Has that been in for maintenance or something? The BAC according to flight radar.
I'm not sure. Have a look. So the sun is dipping in and out today. It's a lot cooler than it has been. City flight, isn't it? Glasgow flight, shuttle service, inbound next. I thought it was something different. It's a special livery at a distance, but it's not. It's just normal American Airlines.
That's like this weekend, the China flights from Gatwick and the China Eastern.
Oh, yeah.
They come straight over the South End.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that because of the new sort of route restrictions, or?
I don't know. The Chinese are exempt from that's why
Yeah, that's
BA
true,
and
yeah.
Virgin are
Yeah.
in China, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand, Carl, also why Logan dropped the London City, most of London City sort of routes, and moved them over to Heathrow, because, not being funny, Heathrow's got to be more expensive in operation costs, but maybe the demand was better at Heathrow than it was at City to justify it. I don't know. Well, I know that they bought the slots from Virgin, didn't they? Or was it because it was Dash? It was public owned. It was from Flybe, which Virgin owned it because obviously they had that the stake in Flybe, didn't they, at the time? So I don't know if it was sold onwards as a discount. I don't know, but
I should get some kind of public service.
Maybe
they get some kind of subsidy.
Maybe. But this
one,
would still be a public service bit, and this would have been surely this would have been still cheaper.
I don't know unless they put some kind of internet.
Maybe it's a fixed rate.
Or they've got a good deal.
Maybe.
I know things aren't going Heathrow's way with what they wanted to charge.
No, well, I think they've Heathrow's backed down a little bit since quite a few major airlines have just gone, okay, well, bye. Hello, Gatwick. So I don't think it's gone their way, and I think they'll be on a little bit red face from that.
No, the government actually, the airlines said they've charged from this to this.
I don't.
Public accounts.
Oh, interesting. That is very close to. I think it's just the way the angle is, but it looks very close to that fuel truck. So if you're just joining us, welcome along. Happy Bank Friday to you. Happy Bank Holiday Monday to you all. And don't forget to hit that like button. If you haven't watched it as well, don't do so yet, but maybe at the end of the stream, we've got a new flight review, which has been released yesterday. Finally got released after a few sort of issues with some stuff, but managed to get it out on time. I said to you it was going out on Sunday. There we go. I hope it is all good and enjoyable. I'll talk about it later on, but yeah, I'm sure you'll get the gist in the video, but it was a interesting trip, let's put it that way. Yeah. SC Aviation, welcome to you, hope you're good. So, what is everyone's plan this bank holiday? How are we, or what's in your schedules today? Any garden work? Everyone still does garden work on a bank holiday, don't they? B&Q must love a bank holiday. Any bank holiday projects have you got planned? Lynn, no problem at all. Good to see you and take care, and see you hopefully later on. Yeah, I've got a few errands to do today, so we're going to be finishing around about 12:30 today. But it sort of calms down around about 12ish, I think, if I remember looking at the schedule. Do a quick look. Yeah, about 12:30 onwards it sort of calms down, and you've got a big gap, and then at 2 o'clock it resumes again. So yeah, we're going to take the opportunity to sort of head on out. They'll finish off around about 12:30, around that time. And then it gets really busy again for the afternoon session. So yeah, a couple of errands to do for myself, and I tell you what, I said this to you on the phone, Wayne, I told you I'd do it. I've got back into blooming Planes Simulator Classic. I downloaded it over a weekend, and you've got me into that now. So I'll have to do a route. I've got the Southeastern add-on. I've always had the Southeastern add-on for ages with the old travelling HS1 line, which goes from St Pancras to, I think it's Ebbsfleet, and then oh god, where was it going afterwards? It goes over to Kent. But yeah, I might have to have a run of that again, because I got hooked into it last night. So I'm blaming you for that. So after watching your streams. Stuart, welcome to you. Afternoon. Or morning. Is it morning? Still morning. Is it afternoon for you guys? Oh, sorry. This afternoon I'm going to watch football time. Local team Macclesfield, who plays a local rival Hyde until 3 PM. Well, good luck. Love a good football. The Mighty Hammers did a fantastic job this weekend. Hopefully you're looking up there. Tom, I'll leave the streams on that sort of side of things to you on that one. Don't worry. Yeah, no, I'll go into the train sim by watching Wayne. I thought to myself, I've got that game. It's on Steam. It's all installed. I'm terrible for sort of just not leaving them and just sort of leaving them on for a long time and coming back to them later and getting bored of them. And if I see someone else play, I go, oh, I haven't had that. I've played that for ages. I might have to play that. And that's exactly what's happened. So now I'm looking at another DLC and seeing can I pay another 20 quid or something to add on something. I don't know. I see they do a subscription, but I'm not too keen. I don't know, because you don't get everything on that subscription, do you? It's what they set. It's a bit of a mixed sort of bag of content, so haven't decided yet. And the problem is, if you do a sign up or a subscription, I'll never come out of it. That's the worst thing about it. That's how they get you.
Yeah, do you reckon the number of people where they got subscriptions that they don't use?
I've probably got a couple. Now, is it starting up? I think the engines are starting up. Yes, they are. Let's watch this. Don't worry about that, Wayne. I won't be taking your place on that. It took me about half an hour because I had the train in emergency braking because I forgot what the button was to how to reset it. So it took me ages to search online to try and reset this high-speed train, because it's got this sort of it changes from miles an hour to kilometres, and it goes to the Euro signalling system, which goes in the cab, and then it because it's a different part of the line when you cross over, and if you go over that speed, the emergency brakes kick in, and you have to basically stand still for a few minutes and then have to reset everything, and it just took ages. So don't worry, I don't think people want to watch that. David, welcome to you, hope you're good. Carl says, I bet Lewis don't roll the trains over. How do you roll a train over? Please tell me you didn't roll a train over, Wayne. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Did you derail the trains, Wayne? Because you can do that on train sim. Paul, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Thank you for viewing the trip the other day. Thanks for the comments as well. Really kind of you. I suppose while we've got a bit of a window, I'll talk about it. Yeah, Frankfurt. Obviously, watch the video, guys, if you get a chance. I won't go into too much, couldn't make too much fun, but I was really, I think shocked is the answer to that one, how the state of the airport. I know Frankfurt's always had a bad sort of reputation, especially since COVID, mainly because of the way they handled their staff and got rid of a load of staff, and it took them ages to rehire. But unfortunately, that has now meant that there's a lot of problems still at Frankfurt, and they still aren't there. Now, I never expected that sort of review to be focused on one thing and sort of be so negative about an airport. I don't do that. I don't like doing that, and but I felt like it was right to have an honest review of what I experienced. And I actually thought, after reading reviews, I actually booked it thinking, oh, what's the problem with that? It's an hour, I'm sure it'll be fine. They wouldn't sell us a flight, because they're legally not allowed to sell you a flight. An airline's not allowed to sell you a flight if you cannot physically make it. Now, we made it, obviously, but honestly, when I say we made it within a few minutes, we really did. It was boarding. We were one of the last on the bus to get onto it. Luckily, it was a bus gate, and they waited obviously for the bus, and they knew there was passengers on connecting flights, and we were delayed as well from that. But what shocked me was the staff, and they really need to sort the staff out, especially in security. I didn't put this on the review, and I didn't film it obviously, but I was actually stopped by German police when filming, because he could see I was filming, he could see that I was reviewing, and I actually was quite stressed at that point and quite annoyed with the experience that we had. And at one point he wouldn't let us go and said, is there an issue? And I actually was quite frank with him and said, yes, there is. It's a mess here. The staff are rude. We're trying to get to our connection. We're very late for our connection. The signs are terrible. And we're trying to go on our flight. And then he went down there, you're not allowed to film. I said, no, that's not correct. I am allowed to film. What I'm not allowed to film is people, which I have not done. And I'm not allowed to film security, which I have not done. Which then he claimed to say I had. So then I said, well, that's absolutely fine. You can view my footage. I showed him. He at first refused to view it. And I said, no, you can have a look. And when I started getting like that, he then went, okay, you can move on. I said, no, you've stopped me. You're now wasting my time as well. Why? It wasn't needed. I get it. There is extra security. I know the rules with Germany. One thing you've got to remember is in Germany, CCTV recording of people is very strict, and that's fine. You just have to cater for those rules. You have to respect those rules, and that's exactly what you do. Or I'm going to be quiet for a moment. We'll just watch KLM. Yeah, so he then went on to say you can't film full stops. No, that's not true. I know what I can and can't do. and you have to respect that law of you're not allowed to surveillance or anything like that. What it goes back to is the days of unfortunately in World War II with the SS, where the surveillance was very high. So the German culture now is they do not want to be surveillance, which I understand that, you know. So unlike the UK, where there's pretty much a network of CCTV pretty much every step that you know, an area that you step into now, Germany is not like that. Only the main areas like airports and stuff like that have restricted CCTV. So they then tried to claim that, and then I said no. But it was just the way he sort of put his arm out to stop me moving on to get my flight, pulling me aside, trying to be quite forceful, and I wasn't having it, because at that time that was probably the part where I was really stressed out and really annoyed. So probably not the best time. I think if you were caught me at the beginning, I would have probably been more apologetic, but I was quite firm and stood my ground on that one. And it might have come across as a bit of an obnoxious thing, and maybe it would have, but I still stand my ground on that sort of thing of what I knew was in the right. At the end of the day, that was the first experience I had. It'll be quiet again because it's her. Yeah, that was the first time I've experienced sort of rude staff in Germany. I've been to Munich many times, you know, from the channel. We've been to Munich and even Frankfurt in the area, and the people are absolutely lovely, so welcoming, so friendly. You can have a good chat with them. The staff at Munich was really nice, even though they sort of took a very big interest in the camera at the time, and I had to prove that it was a camera. They were still very respectful and very, you know, nice about it. Whereas it just seems, I don't know if it's stress because they're you know, they haven't got enough staff at Frankfurt, but yeah, really caught me by surprise. I was really shocked by that one. I'm really disappointed as well. Anyway, we move on. I don't know why, but the camera seems to be slightly wonky. Bear with me. Just going to adjust that.
Say anything to him.
I mean, if they do, I'm more than happy to have a chat about it, because I think that's where improvements come.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that they don't, you know, I don't know if it was the fact that it was summer holiday, it was very busy, and staff were stressed, but it's not an experience that you should be experiencing.
No, you're meant to be enjoying it.
Yeah, like I say, I jumped off that bus right close to it, and it was a Airbus A321-100, an older 100 model, which I didn't even realise at the time. And I thought to myself, looking back at our footage, I thought I would normally be really like taking photos and stuff. I just wanted to go on that plane, and I just wanted to get out of Frankfurt. And that's what really shocked me, because I'd never been like that. Never in my life have I travelled and thought, I don't want to be here. And that's how it felt. And I'm not the only one. My family members all said the same. You know, it was just rude. Do you know what? My cousin said this to me. They said, would you go back again? I don't know. It's just a shame, because Frankfurt Airport as a plane spotter is an amazing place to plane spot. And I don't know, you know. I just realised why. That's probably down. Yeah, it's a shame, because Frankfurt itself, like the area and the hotels around it, and one thing which like I said to you earlier, I felt bad for Lufthansa because I felt like Lufthansa in that review came off negative as well because of that experience, and I actually want to point out that never was the case. Like, Lufthansa were so welcoming on board, so nice to be with.
To get staff surveys if you fly with them.
Yeah.
They do actually talk about the airport experience.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
and I'm sure we're not, you know, if you go on to like, even like Zurich, Amsterdam, I mean Amsterdam's terrible as well with reports. But all of them are sort of like issues where flights are delayed or they've lost bags and stuff like that. But at Frankfurt you get that, but then you also get the added extra of staff being rude. And you've got to look on like TripAdvisor, look on I know Skyscanner's not the best, but when you look at the actual people's own honest reviews, it's a bit different. And then you look at what's the other one? TripAdvisor is another one as well, and I took some screenshots of it. It's like the scores. It does all company scores. I forget what it's called now. But if you just put Frankfurt Airport into Google and then just look at it, it's really poor. I mean, don't get me wrong, Heathrow's not great. I think their score, Frankfurt Airport was 1 star, 1.1, and Heathrow's 2.1, which isn't great. But I've never experienced a bad staff member at Heathrow. I'm sure people have. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen.
But then there's always the person's approach, and whether that's kind of made the whole thing degenerate.
I think that's what ruined it for a lot. And we weren't the only ones. There was like in the queue at security, there was arguments with other passengers. Like there were people like having a go at the security guard because of the way they were. Because they were like shouting at you to do stuff and ordering you to do stuff. And like it wasn't like when we said to him, "Do you know how to take everything out?" Yes. I've just told you that. One of the ones that I just told you that. And then I said, well, why? Yeah, we've come through security. This is Germany, is what I was told. I don't know. No, it wasn't Expedia. It was another trip. It's going to annoy me now. I'll have to Google it. Another -8 inbound. Trustpilot, that's it. Trustpilot. And it's a regular dash that we have.
Citation XL.
Yeah, I've got 2 going. I've got Citation XL, and we've also got the Sumo artwork livery that we have a lot here. There she is. You see this a lot here at London City now. Anyway, we move on from that, and like I say, have a look at the review, see what you think. Never intended it to be a sort of very negative one, but unfortunately it was. My next review, I promise you, is not negative at all. I won't give it too much, but that's coming out soon. And one thing I love is when you're in Greece and they all clap when you land. It's an old tradition.
Like the Ryanair thing, another.
Yeah. They're just relieved to be on the ground though. parked on stand 12 today for Luxair. Oh, that's 10. It's unusual, not only release that to the A220s. It's certainly getting colder.
Definitely did the jumping on this.
NetJets with their citation heading out very soon. In fact, they're lining up right now. I mean, I wrote a review also, and I mean, probably it might be worth complaining. I mean, Michelle, it might be a good idea to do that. I haven't actually thought that far, to be quite honest with you. It is a shame, as I say, with just Lee now. She told me to go back there. I don't think yet. I don't know. Which is a shame, because Frankfurt for an airport spotter is amazing to be at. Shock the chat now, because I have to say, seeing more of them. Oh, hello, they've come back round. They've not parked up properly for Luxair. They're going for a second one. Yeah, after being around so many Condors, dare I say it, I'm starting to like the Condor livery. I really am. The green one was like, it's actually up close. It was actually really impressive. On an Airbus A330. So I want to go out there and sort of, spot Condors. Because I understand their marketing tactics. It's a very clever marketing tactic. When you think about it. I can't remember who it was now who done a review. If it was it Dan? He done a flight review on Condor recently.
Okay, I suppose because of them introducing the
non-stop Dan.
A330-900s.
Yeah. And I get what he was saying, because they're trying to, the whole sort of livery was an attempt to get away from the Thomas Cook ears of, Thomas Cook going into administration. A lot of people didn't think Condor was still going because of that, because they were using the same livery as Thomas Cook and Condor across the channel.
But then I suppose it's the same thing with Sun Class and Denmark.
Yeah. But I get why they've done the livery, and it does make sense. And what I think for me is the fact that they've continued delivery inside the cabin, and the brand is spot on. It's like the same colour stripes are on the pillows. It's if you don't like stripes, it's probably not the best location to be in. But I get why they've done it.
The only question I do have for them, we're going to do if we end up replacing a rudder or a nose cover.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's bad enough for a BA livery.
I was going to say, it's still got, I can't remember which one it is it LC or LK, I can't remember it is one, which is literally still got the same black rudder. It's not even been replaced. It's still, when it flies over my house, I know which one it is. And, it is. Yeah, they're growing on me. When I was out in Munich, they actually released it, the Condor. That was the year they announced Condor. And Munich Airport had this huge banner on the outside of all of the Condor's promotions about this is the new change, and there was a poster. I remember seeing a massive marquee poster, huge thing. It took the whole side of the building, and they explained what each colour was. And I can't remember that. One's beach, one means the sun, another one means water. I can't remember what green was.
Nature?
Maybe, it might be nature. Yeah, it might be nature. I can't remember, but it was all to do with German holidays. And the stripes are based on a very German thing where a lot of their deck chairs, they have these beach huts and beach chairs, like Ricker chairs, which are all stripy as well, back in the day. Yeah, similar to deck chairs, but they're Ricker. And they're based in the beach sand. And that's what they based it on. That's holiday sort of environment. Shakir, welcome to you. Hope you're well. Yeah, I remember it was getting a very mixed reaction from the locals, because I was asking a couple of plane spotters on the mound up Munich at the time. I said, what did you think of it? I think at the time they had 2 aircraft painted in this new livery, so all the spotters were hot on it when it was coming in and taxiing, and they really liked wearing it. Some liked it, but it had a very mixed sort of reaction. Some didn't like it. Oh, there you go. Speaking of the devil, there she is. We're just saying about what happens with Condor when they have to replace a tail fin or something like that. And like British Airways, it takes them ages to make it in the colour. Well, the first thing is Yankee Sierra, which comes to mind, and here she is, right on cue. And that's what we're talking about. That has been almost a year now since they haven't painted that. Giant Coin Stag, welcome to you. Hope you're good. I get it, David. That's the thing. I've started to get it, which is why I'm kind of warming to the Condor livery, because I think it's clever. You know, you go to many sort of airlines, especially sort of package holidays and charter airlines, and they might have interesting liveries, but then you go in the cabin and it'll be a standardised or Airbus grey beige cabin.
There's like 3 different types of seat.
Exactly. Yeah. And Jet2's getting a reputation now to become the Jesslyn airline, because every time you go on a Jet2 holiday, you get Jesslyn singing in your eardrums all the time. So I think it's subtle. I just think it works.
Did you know Jet2, when they take delivery of the aircraft, they fit the seats themselves?
Really? I don't know. I don't know.
A321s.
Yeah, never knew that.
He's
Oh yeah, you're alright.
It's one of your subscribers.
Oh, hi.
So.
What's his name? What's the name?
Hayden.
Oh, nice to meet you, Hayden. Yeah.
He loves planes.
I have seen your channel before.
Oh, nice. Good to meet you. Do you come here often?
No.
Just for bank holiday.
Only when we get the chance.
So I'm assuming you're London Planespotting.
I am, yeah.
You go across to Stansted as well?
Yeah, we were in Stansted on Friday, and then we normally go to Heathrow, sometimes Gatwick when we can get to it. But most of the time, City Airport, like an A220.
See, if I was at home right now, I'd be watching this.
Oh, nice.
Like, oh, London City's fine.
Everyone likes the London City Airport.
I'll let you enjoy your day.
Thank you very much. Have a good one. Have a nice bank holiday. Right, it looks like it's I think that's the Rome flight is ready to depart. The last few passengers are boarding. We can see the tape or the rope has been removed to stop them going up too close to the ring. So I think that's a sign that we're ready to go very soon. Last few passengers, there we go. The stairs are being retracted. There we go. And it looks like the flight handler is also, flight manager might be going into captain as well now on the crew. We just saw someone step in there. We might even see him. We're getting so close. Yeah, exactly. Route. Yeah. Do you know what? I need to. I used to have stickers, and we used to give out stickers to people when they come in. But I need to get some more stickers done. Oh, that's Air Canada, isn't it?
Yes, I think it might be.
It is Air Canada. It's the. So is it Toronto or is it the Calgary? Oh, it's Calgary. 787.
It's just that day when I went to commercial and somebody changed from being arrivals when I left home to takeoffs. But I did see an Air Canada 737 MAX.
Oh, good. They don't do that much now.
No,
737 MAX here.
no, I think it's just Halifax.
Well, I haven't seen the Halifax. Yeah, I was going to say, I've not seen it this year. Someone told me it got a bit of bad press or negative press because it was the fact there was a 737 MAX and obviously the MAX CR was going on time and it was a long distance and it was like, well, I don't think I want to fly on a MAX that long and also on a single aisle sort of. A lot of people kept fleeing it to, I was going to be like Ryanair and legroom's going to be really tight, but I think obviously it's not. It's a long haul configuration of a 737 MAX.
I think the planes are very customisable.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, would you rather that or the A319s that they used to use before that?
Yeah. I mean, I was really surprised after flying with Lufthansa and Swiss, the difference in legroom between Swiss and Lufthansa, because I would have assumed they'd be the same, because obviously they're owned by the same company group. But they're not. Swiss's legroom is miles wider and longer than what you get with Lufthansa. I mean, it's still comfortable in Lufthansa, but like the legroom I had, especially in the A320-300, was immense. It was really comfortable. Right, so Manchester flight from NetJets Europe coming in. This is another Citation XLS on final here.
If they're delivered the same way, because they're sort of Austrian took a long time to paint theirs, as did Brussels.
So what I never understood also is Eurowings. Eurowings is part of Lufthansa Group, isn't it? Yet they're not part of Miles and More and any of the...
Oh, the Benefits.
Yeah, the Benefits Group.
City.
Sorry?
Is the Lufthansa City, which is the new subsidiary.
Oh yeah. Is that City or City Hopper I call it now?
Because it's basically going to replace what we refer to as the Embraer operating part.
Because isn't it Citylink? It's Lufthansa Citylink.
I know. Birmingham, I think, was the first route in this country.
Because that's got the contract for Air Domati, isn't it? That's what they're using with Air Domati as well.
Because in time that name's going to be phased out, and that's
Because the Air Domati is Lufthansa Group, yeah. Because they bought that recently, didn't they, Air Domati? Or is that?
I think they've always had.
I thought they took ownership.
For a while.
Oh, right.
Because at one point there was Lufthansa Italia, where they bought or leased a fleet of some A319s.
Yeah, because isn't Lufthansa Group, have they, I can't remember if they have or not, they've got a stake in ITA Airways as well now, haven't they?
Yeah, they did get approval, although they've had to...
It's gone to the European Union, hasn't it?
They've said they've got to give a percentage of the slots as a condition.
So it hasn't happened yet, because I know they were talking about, they were very keen on it.
Because somebody said to Ryanair, are you keen on buying the slots being a big player in Italy? And they said no.
Steve, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Jim, welcome, my friend. Hope you're well. Good to see you.
Hello, Jim.
Lee's just also saying hello to you there. He's with me today. Yeah, if anyone wonders who's speaking in the background, it's Lee Class today. He's of us who was already planning to come here. And we've tagged along, really. We were meant to be here on Saturday. We've moved it to Monday because unfortunately weather conditions, even though I don't mind the rain, we had reports of 40% chance of storms and lightning, so when I see that, it's just not worth it, especially when we've got new equipment testing. It's just not going to be feasible, really. But welcome along everyone who's joined us. Don't forget to hit that like button. Happy bank holiday to you all. It's a very busy morning to London City. It's dying down a little bit, but yeah, it's busy all the way up to about, we've got activity till about 12:30 today. Then there's about an hour window, and then 2 o'clock it ramps up again. And again, I think at 4 o'clock, or 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, it ramps down again and quiet. And then 5 o'clock, like we normally get on a weekday, it gets busy again. And I think they are carrying on till 9 today. It's the normal procedure. It's normally, I think it's 8 till 9, isn't it? Or is it 7 till 9 or something on a bank holiday?
I thought it was about 9 o'clock or something.
Is it 9 o'clock? Yeah. I know it's slightly different to the normal weekend. I remember once there was a bank holiday, they'd done it as a, I think it was the Sunday, they'd done Sunday schedule, so 12:30 onwards till 10, but it seems to now be always a 9 till 9.
I suppose with KLM we've got more transfer passengers possibly.
Well, there's a lot of KLM flights now. I'm really surprised how many KLM flights. That's, well, what have we seen now? 4 or 5?
About 4.
Yeah, 4. Oh, Michelle, I hadn't had a coffee break today. I didn't bring me coffee this time. I need to go home and get up. But I've got some snacks, or a snack. Steve, I'll get back on. I just read your comments, it's gone up, but I'll read that in a minute because that's really interesting, actually. So we'll just let City Flyer take off. That was the partner flight of City Flyer. Steve just mentioned about Swiss and Air. I watched the Swiss Airbus A220 landing on YouTube the other day, and the marking for an A220-300. Ooh. I didn't think they approved the 300 yet for... Steve said that apparently there's markings now on for an Airbus A220-300. No, neither did I. If they have got it, that is really good news. because the 300 is an absolute game changer in regards to comfort and space for passengers. It's really a comfortable aircraft to be on. Out of the two, I prefer the 300. It's a much more comfortable aircraft. At the moment, Swiss only operates the E300 version at Heathrow.
With Helvetic, it always seems to be the same for E2s that they're using to here.
Sorry?
Have you noticed with Helvetic when they do the flights from Swiss from here, it always seems to be the same three?
Yeah, still about group of them, yeah. So no, that makes me think, if they've approved, if they have got the space for the 300, why not the E195 E2? But then again, that's a slightly larger plane, isn't it, than the 300. Yeah, because CJet has completely come out of the UK market, haven't they?
Yeah, because I think they're doing more flights for other people.
It's in Billund now.
They're doing flights for SAS and Lufthansa, I think.
Yeah, they're up in Nordic areas because there's loads of. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I actually thought they'd ceased, and then I can't remember what it was now. It was Amsterdam, I think it was, and so I see jet, and I thought, hang on a minute, what?
In fact, I've got a funny feed occasionally on the Heathrow routes instead of the A320 in the other. They've thrown the CRJ.
Because they've got the CRJ, they've got the Sequoia still, haven't they? Or
No, they gave them back. In fact, the funny part was, I think, was it the Mexican carrier that owned them as well? Interjet,
wasn't it? Or
don't exist.
Yes, they gave them all back, didn't they?
I think that's why you got some of the, towards the end, fly being a sort of hybrid scheme.
Because I know Aeroflot swapped their, was it the A220 order? Now it's obviously that's been scrapped, and it's now Superjet. It's called Superjet.
I know there's some that were dusting function customers that are content and Maastricht or somewhere.
Oh right.
Because I've seen all five of them being marketed.
Because I know, so Cyprus Airways has got two, and they were from the Single airline, I can't remember what they're called now, which came up because they've got the configuration as that aircraft, and they went from the premium interior because they've got the a natural true business class European seats. There's two huge throne seats instead, which is really interesting. I'm desperate to try and get on A220 at Cyprus Airways. I'm trying to plan that ahead now so I can do a trip with you. But the problem is Cyprus Airways keep changing the routes because of the problem they've got with the A220. A lot of it's been replaced by it. So you're more likely to get it on the Athens flight, because obviously that's quite a regular service. Athens and Beirut, well, let's be honest, I ain't going to go Beirut at the moment. So the Athens is the one which is more likely, but that's also getting replaced sometimes by a stand-in A320 and also an A319 I get from Aegean. So it's pot luck sometimes, it's not regular, you can't guarantee that you're going to get it.
In fact, didn't Aegean do a seasonal flight from Heathrow to London?
Yes, that was 2 years ago. They haven't got the slot, they didn't have a slot this year. Because during the COVID period, just after COVID, Cyprus Airways had a slot for an A320 to Heathrow, and they did it for just in August, and then it stopped. Because they opened up a London office and everyone got excited that they were going to resume the London to Larnaca flights, but it never happened.
Was it just some kind of like a repatriation flight or something?
It was that, and also they had an opportunity. They purchased some slots off Qatar, because I think Qatar's got a percentage in Cyprus Airways. So they done that instead, but they had it for like I think it was 2 months in the summer. So it was August and September, and then it stopped. And they operated the A320 for that one, and everyone got excited because technically the 300, the A220-300 can do that range easily. So everyone got excited to think, well, it can do the Heathrow route, so because they brought in the Paris flight, Charles de Gaulle, with the A320. So everyone thought, well, they're venturing back to their old route, because they used to do Larnaca to Paris with the old Cyprus Airways. So yeah,
really that far.
The demand's there. I'm really surprised they haven't done it sooner, because the demand is there.
You've got BA, EasyJet and Jet 2.
Well, to Larnaca you've got Jet 2, BA. I don't think EasyJet go to Larnaca. I think they go to Ryanair goes to Paphos. I don't know if they swapped Paphos now, EasyJet. I can't remember. Because I think I've seen a Larnaca flight with EasyJet this year. Oh, Steve, I'll have to have a look at that, because that's interesting to see if they have got markings.
It's a bit like the flying Jet 2 from Stansted to Jersey.
Yeah. I like Jet 2, I really do. I'm really happy there's more of them at Stansted now. For the first time last week, looking at them you go to Stansted and you see a row of Ryanair. Whereas this time, I saw a row of Jet 2, there was 5 Jet 2 parked up. I was like, this is nice, I like this.
Yes, because even when I was playing around I told you my radar box, because of you having, I thought you inspired me to get it out there.
Yeah.
And actually surprising, because it's not even not just the newer ones where they ordered them direct from Boeing, that they are now flying out there as well.
They've done a lot of base now. There's a training base in Cambridge for Jet 2 pilots as well. And there's the Airbus one.
Yes, they did.
So I wonder if they're going to bring the
facility in Manchester.
That's right, for Airbus. And apparently they're opening one in Cambridge as well. So they're training the 737s at Cambridge apparently. And because there is a training base which Ryanair still use, I think. It's a fixed training sim. It's not a movable one, but it's a fixed training, but it's still up to regulations and up to spec. I've actually done it because I had a birthday present years back for an hour training session in Cambridge.
I got one of those red letter bags.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I got one of them. Someone got that for me, and it was just full of Ryanair pilots. I was like, I felt out. So there's me with me, civvies on, shorts on, and there's everyone in the waiting room with Ryanair crew uniform. I thought, am I in the right place? And then he went, yeah, you are. But we also use it for Ryanair training as well. I was like, oh, okay.
Some of them are quite elderly.
Yeah.
You notice it on Flight Radar where you've got the subscription version where it shows the age.
The age, yeah, because I've got that. I have the silver one.
15 quid.
They also got radar box as well. Do it on there.
I mean, that's what's made me lazy. It's too easy to just have the app. Get the box out, me laptop with Windows XP on it.
Okay, fourth KLM flight, heading out. This is the E190 STD, heading off obviously to Amsterdam. And it's a turn and burn from Amsterdam.
diversion.
Yes, yeah, they were about. Didn't they have 2 flights a day or something, or 2 flights a week with KLM at Southend?
I don't think they regularly did. It was always through diversions.
Was it a diversion?
Because EasyJet were doing it twice daily, pretty much.
Because I always remember seeing, because Flybe were there, weren't they, pre-pandemic? EasyJet. Was Ryanair there as well? Did they have one flight?
Did have a couple of flights.
Yes.
A couple, about 3 aircraft based in about 2018 or 19.
Didn't they have in 2016 BA as well at one point?
They used to come in as diversions as well.
Oh, was it a diversion? Right.
On Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, because I remember seeing City Flyer jets at Southend. I was here filming when Air Dometi was doing, because they had the contract with KLM, I think it was. Or was it German Wings? Can't remember now. No, it was German Wings. Had the contract for KLM, I think. Or was it Frankfurt? Who was it they were doing first?
I thought it was Eastern.
Is it Eastern? No, I don't think so.
Or it was Eastern.
This is post-pandemic, so after the pandemic, they were doing, German Airways was doing tech.
I thought German Airways before was doing ITA as well, because they kind of took over.
That's who it was, ITA. Yeah, because before it was started, it was the Milan flight they were doing, wasn't it? Before they got the A220. And yeah, we caught them doing like flight test runs because they were kept landing and then going back out again. I'd never seen that at City Airport. It was quite interesting to see them circling and then coming back in again. They did it on a Saturday because obviously it was quiet. Welcome along everyone who's just joined us. Thank you for joining us. The sun is about to come out. There we go. I feel like a song coming on, but I'm not going to do it, don't worry. There's the heat as we are starting to see a few gaps where the service is starting to spread out. Now we get closer to 12 o'clock, but we still have the Dash 8, we still have the Rome A220, which that has got to be behind schedule. I'm just having a quick look because I thought I saw that. Oh, it's 11. It is behind schedule. It's 11:10 showing us. What is it with ITA Airways and delays with them?
I know occasionally Guinea have that. It seems to be, I can understand it there with the weather.
But it's made the stats for City Airport really poor now because of ITA Airways.
I suppose if they do, is it about six or so flights a day?
Yeah, because they were at one before. So who was it now? So before ITA Airways operated the A220 here, the average delay was 5 minutes, and that has apparently doubled or tripled on some days because of ITA Airways. Because on average, their flight is normally delayed by 20 to 40 minutes.
But then sometimes if it's things outside their control, like shortage of air traffic control.
Yeah, it's normally French, isn't it?
Because actually it took me...
Oh yeah, we're streaming. So live streaming at the moment on YouTube. So London Planespotting is the channel.
For the airport?
Yeah, we just normally film. So,
Do you know this area?
Yeah, we come here a lot. So it's a regular of ours. Yeah. Thanks.
That took me me about 3 attempts to actually get to see German Airways. In fact, one of them was one of the XBA ones.
Got to go to
Blue Belly.
go to Amsterdam. You see loads now because they're operating for KLM.
30 doing.
It's interesting how they've moved all their operations over to Schiphol now.
Yeah, because it was like they were using certain aircraft for certain customers.
That's right, yeah. One thing I was really surprised was the amount of wet leasing that Swiss has been doing this year in Zurich, because they've got a contract with who is it now? They've got a contract with Baltic. They've got a contract with Titan. I think there's another one, and who was the other one I saw?
Well, the only thing was Swiss.
Is it A-Jet? Blank. Yeah. It's just a blank A320 aircraft.
I thought A-Jet was Turkish's low-cost subsidiary.
That's not A-Jet then. It's Atlas Jet or Atlas something like that. But yeah, it's just a blank A320 that charges out.
Well, you do wonder because they've got quite a new GTF there.
I wonder if that was it. Yeah, maybe.
But the thing that I didn't realise until you were filming, when you went out on the A220 from Heathrow settlement, how much of the sound the wiki sound you actually hear?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only been on a loop.
I love it.
I've only been on loop powered over.
Yeah, no. Most of Lufthansa's, and also started to get Swiss because obviously Lufthansa Group getting the same spec, so they can maintain the same. So a lot of them are like the Pratt & Whitney 1-2-300? 1-300s.
Because I'm sure them and the Austrian ones.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's the whole group, and I think one or two have been done to Eurowings.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure it's either one of the 321s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But
I was surprised how old a lot of Lufthansa's fleet are.
Yeah, I remember most of the old Terminal 2 there was a Spectators gallery, and that would have been sort of mid to late 90s. In fact, Swiss only last year retired one of its earliest A321-100s as well.
Yeah, I didn't realise how many they've got.
I started to use the 321 sometimes on the Heathrow route.
What? But
Lufthansa don't use them that regular.
What I didn't understand was their A321-100 had Wi-Fi, but the Neo didn't.
That's insane when you think
why? Yeah, why?
I mean, the trouble with the 100 series A321 was didn't have birds in it. Funny one is Manchester seems quite regular getting A321 Neo.
Okay, so we have. I'll see who it is actually. What's the registration of this one?
Oh, it is.
To be. We'll go over to ITA because I think they're starting up ITA now. This is the Rome flight. Now it was supposed to be 11 o'clock flight. It was then pushed back to 11:10. It's now 45 minutes delayed from its original schedule. Alpha Bravo is moving at the moment. I'm not too sure where Alpha Bravo is going to actually. Oh, it's just pinged up. There we go. Hey, Beefer. There we go.
Seems to be 5 or 6 A320s that you seem to regularly get.
I haven't seen, I'll tell you what, I haven't seen Lufthansa's aircraft here that much now.
Yeah, because it was like 2 flights. I mean,
it was a Frankfurt, and wasn't it a Munich flight or a Berlin flight? I can't remember which one it was now.
I think it was 2 Frankfurt flights. There was like 1 in the morning and 1 in the...
Oh, so it wasn't I thought it was Munich as well. Oh, okay.
But I'm guessing that Air Dolomiti is sort of
taking it over,
in fact. Because at one point Lufthansa did a Dash 8 or something flight to Munich in the mid-90s.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. David Bones says, Walkie Smoky Bacon? No, it is not. Okay, we've got guess a snack. It's over guess a snack because we've just had it. But yeah, no, that wasn't a snack. It was a Walker's brand. I realised we never gave in to reveal what the snack was on Friday. It was actually, oh God, what was it? Monster Munch, that was it. It was Monster Munch. So it is Walker's, the snack. I got a good deal from Costco. So we went to Costco's the other day and got a huge big box of Walkers. There we go, there's the A220 gone. The Ibiza flight is just lined up as well. David says, oh yes, the Walker's mystery had me bothering that snack all weekend since Friday because I didn't reveal what it was. I'm sorry to everyone who enjoys Guess the Snack, and I didn't reveal what it was. Quite a few aircraft are now getting ready to depart. We can probably hear in the background another Embraer starting up. That's over on stand 7. I believe that is the Zurich flight, which is heading out. Not what's it, no. However, I got loads of bags of them because of that box. But no, I didn't choose what's it. You're not far off though. That gives you a clue. Not Monster Munch, no. Okay, Ibiza flights taking off. Luxair with a Sumo livery is also starting up. Let's watch the Dash 8 very quickly whilst we just wait for it to line up. David, you've got it, and Carl, it is Quavers, like a bit of Quavers. Yeah, I got a really good deal from Costco, as I'll tell you in a minute.
Is now having the Star Alliance because of France KLM taking over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we moved then. So is that now been completely repainted?
I don't think it's been. I think it's just been removed. But I think is it possibly in October or whatever they in time with SkyTeam.
Yeah, because Virgin's now SkyTeam as well, haven't they?
Tend to be known as a point-to-point carrier rather than somewhere where you go and get connected for
They've been taken over by Delta now, I think.
Yes.
Virgin.
That's why I think they're sort of pulling out with other markets and
which I don't know is a good thing or not, really. Because I think that's what was unique with Virgin. They had that sort of
Britishness.
Yeah. And now there a lot of things, like if you buy a flight, a lot of the flights now that you get on their website are Delta.
I mean, that's why I got no Delta at Manchester.
Yeah. Luxair is going to overtake the Zurich flight. I like this. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. If you were a pilot of Zurich, you'd be like, that's not fair. Quite like that. That is a proper, like, running to go ahead of you. Jump in the queue.
You see Luxair a bit later.
Maybe. We British like to queue, you know.
Well, I suppose if that was the other way around, they'd have to wait a few minutes for any vortex.
If that was Heathrow, BA would get priority.
But then being a jet, does that create a lot more vortexes?
Probably. Probably. I think that's probably exactly what it is, yeah. Because didn't you, you said they complained about the price at Heathrow. I thought one of the things I saw in the article was they also complained about the priority that Heathrow was giving to BA as well, so that they get off on time, and you know, air traffic control were giving them a sort of priority to take off, whereas the others having to wait. There was another complaint I heard about as well.
But then surely is Amsterdam the same for KLM?
I think they're all the same, to be honest. You know, Lufthansa, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. They probably are. Right. Daniel, welcome to you. Hope you're good. Green light, welcome along to you. Sub-Zero Games, good afternoon, good morning, I should say, at the moment, to you. Quite a few join us already. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you for joining us. As we are on our final few before we finish off around about 12 o'clock today. Luxair is going to head out first. We have also got a city flight on final from the Edinburgh flight, but Luxair to Luxembourg with the beautiful Sumo livery is about to take off. Sorry?
Did you hear the one about Taron?
No?
Sending Heathrow slots to Qatar.
Oh,
in October when they're retiring the 318s.
Oh, so they're not going to be Tehran in Heathrow anymore?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Steve, yes, I didn't know about it until Lee and others on the chat mentioned it. I didn't know it had been overruled by the government, the Newham decision, which is, I think that's a good shout. I don't think Newham realised the economic benefits that City Airport really does give the area. Yeah, London City always gets overlooked by a lot of people, and I think a lot of when people do fly from London City, they realise how good of an airport it is, and it really is. Like, okay, you've got to change for the train, and you've got to get the Dockland right, but once you're on it, it's a really nice airport to go through. You know, you're straight upstairs, go through security, which is really quick as well. You're straight into the departure lounge. That's nice and simple. You can walk the whole distance of the departure lounge to all the gates within about 10 minutes walk. It's a really nice airport. I love it. I love flying out of here. It's one of my favourite airports.
Sounds a bit like Southend, actually.
Yeah. Do you know, I've never flown from Southend. I like to fly from Southend. That's actually technically easier because you've got the link from Stratford as well, haven't you?
Yeah, from Liverpool Street all the way down.
Yeah, I didn't realise how.
Steps.
Yeah, I really didn't realise how close the train station at Southend was at the airport.
Yeah, because I used to use it where I used to go up there for Planespotting or get flights.
Yeah, see, if there was more flights, I'd go to Southend.
They've actually added the range.
Yeah. Yeah, because EasyJet's doing winter schedules now, aren't they?
We'll do soon, because weirdly the places before the pandemic, some of them were not doing. I know not every day anyway, things like that, but United buttocks.
You know, yeah. I wonder if it was the A380, but it's not. I haven't seen one yet.
In October, Jan will start the A350 to Heathrow.
Oh, nice. Jose, welcome to you. Hope you are good. So I think what we will do is get the Milan flight, which is scheduled to be 12:37, and then we will call that a day for the stream. There isn't going to be much. I think the Dublin flight is due in at 12:20, and then afterwards the next flight isn't due in until 12:58. So you're going to have a half an hour break between that. So that's when we'll call the stream a day. But we'll still go for the time being. The water is choppy today. Got a bit of a, well, it looks like a bit of a current today. It's the wind pushing it along. Everyone gets confused that this is the River Thames that we're on, but it's not. It's just a dock. The River Thames is on the other side of the airport. Carl, welcome to you. Good afternoon. Hope you're good, my friend. So yeah, they're extending the numbers. They haven't extended. Has the government overruled the extension plans then as well? So they approved the extension plans. Because they wanted to stretch out more gates.
I don't know about the planning, because it was more to do with the number of places.
Well, I'll have to look at that. I'm not too sure.
The opening hours.
Well, unless anyone knows on the chat, because apparently.
You're going to need bigger aircraft like the.
Well, I heard that they wanted to expand, so we're going to have A220s parked along here. They're going to deepen that out because they've got the room to. And the other thing I was looking to do was stretch the runway as well, so it's wider. That's shocked London City, considering they're thinking, well, it's a Labour government, so they're going to side with the Labour local authority. The fact that, you know, the central government team has actually gone against the local authority surprised me, especially when it's both Labour.
Yeah, but I suppose the thing is, one looks at the
bigger picture.
Of the country,
yeah, absolutely.
The local situation.
This is what I spoke to. It's a very mixed. I don't know if you ever get a chance to speak to people around it, but it's a very mixed sort of view of the city airport. Some people in the local area love it. Some people are totally against it and think there's no right to be here at all. But yeah, I think it's more the sound and the environmental side of things. That's what it is. I mean, I remember once someone said to me was along here, they shouldn't be having the A220s because they're not allowed to use the reverse thrust here. I was like, why are they using the reverse thrust? And I've never known anything like you can't use a reverse thrust because of the noise it makes. But it's a quiet aircraft when you compare it. Yeah, it's quieter than the older Embraers.
The original Embraers and even the Avros.
Yeah. Jane, welcome to you. Hope you're good.
I don't know if it's just suspended during the summer months or something.
When did I see it? It was July. Was the last time I saw it, but I haven't been here that much, to be fair.
Keep looking for it.
But I think because they were using it at Manchester as well.
Okay, because it seems to be OYNCO.
Because there's two of them. One goes to Manchester, one goes to here, and they swap them around. Yeah, one does go to Cambridge sometimes, but that is a very rare. That's a charter, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's a charter or not. But then they started doing a lot of Nordic flights with them. I saw it because they're based in Billund, aren't they? Because do they have 4 in total?
Yeah, because I'm sure there was one. There's even like there used to be a VIP one.
That's right.
And that is exactly what mirrors what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You might know what I'm
Because
talking
it wasn't
about.
even because it was actually in a totally different livery, not the BA franchise. In fact, I've got a funny thing. It parks near the BizJet Centre.
Oh, right, I didn't know that.
So I don't know if it's VIP.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that at all.
I mean, I just assumed they put it in for servicing or something before
Brian, welcome to you. Yeah, it's increased. It's not extended hours. I know that. Yeah. But if they're flexible for one thing, I think potentially it could be flexible for another. I'm trying to work out what the building everyone's talking about in the background. We're talking about it. There's two buildings it could be. Is it to the right of the airport or the left of the airport, chat? Do let us know. What's your plans? Are you here till a bit later or?
Because here for actually might as well go to Stratford.
Yeah.
Stop for we've got to go to Stratford anyway.
It
Go
dies
to
down.
M&S and get a sandwich.
Oh, nice, yeah. McDonald's are doing a deal at the moment. I think a burger and fries for $1.99.
I mean, the funny thing is, I think the day I first met you, I've never seen the Greggs at Stratford in knowing the
Oh yeah, I go all the time.
It was absolutely curious.
Yeah, it's a popular one.
Marks and Spencer's sandwich.
It is a popular one. To the left of the... Are we talking about this one? Grey and brown building. Yeah, I think it is that one. One with scaffolding.
Good. I'm going to go to 5465, everyone on stand
No problem, Wayne. No problem at all. Pan up now. Well, that one. Well, that's got to come down, that building there. Didn't know that. I know that the flats I showed you were the flats that were damaged during a fire about a year ago. come down, has it? Was that not got the correct building application? Seems a bit of a waste.
Yeah, I mean, everything flats off there was the thing with the cladding.
Yeah, because that was Dagenham one, that's where we come back, Dagenham one. But no, that caught fire about 2 years ago. And since then, that has always had the scaffolding on it. Because it was a refrigerator, apparently it was a fridge or something caught fire in the middle of the night. Yeah, Stevie, you're talking about one which is in Dagenham, which happened in the morning today. You won't see that. I think if it was a light still, you probably would have seen that down here, because you can see Dagenham along the way here. But yeah, I've not kept up to date with the news. I read it when I left, but I do hope there's no one hurt from it. So I know the fire one, someone told me the one which was caught on fire here, the one I just showed you at the beginning, that's supposed to be set for demolition. And I believe these are set for demolition as well. The ones back here, which are quite old. I think they're looking to relocate people, and they're going to be rebuilt apparently, because they're very old. Yeah, Michelle, the ones you're talking about, which happened today, was in Dagenham, which is about a half an hour drive down the A13 here. Not even that, really. And again, that's apparently done to cladding.
I think from the mortgage lenders, because of this thing with the cladding, it's actually becoming homes that are basically unsaleable.
I mean, there must be thousands of high rises with this problem. So it's just unearthed something really controversial, isn't it?
That and the thing with that concrete.
Yes. Yeah, because we had a block of newly developed. It was flats, but it wasn't too high. But they were in Gants Hill area, and for about about a decade now, I'd say, they've always had problems. And it's because they never secured the foundations properly, so it kept sinking. So people kept reporting they couldn't close their windows because the building was lopsided. In the end, they had to move everyone out and redo the whole building, because it kept some lopsided collapsing, and it was at risk of collapsing.
So it's like the Lean Tower.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they had to dig into the ground, because our local newspaper was telling us about it. They had to dig into the ground, and then they had to inject this high density sort of, I don't know what it was, concrete or foam or whatever, which packed it up and raised the building back up. But they had to be careful, because the problem is the old Plessy site was under Gants Hill. So during the World War II, that was a secret storage for the Plessy armours areas. So it was all hollow, and that was the problem. It was just they didn't
do enough surveying.
Exactly, they didn't do exactly. And the problem they had is they had to be careful not to disrupt the London Underground as well. So it's all fine now, but it was a decade worth of like works going on because of that problem. And you imagine you bought a house, you're stuck.
That all gave me the insurance.
Yeah,
for it.
you're absolutely stuck. Even though it's still devalued the house, even though we fixed it.
I suppose the trouble is the reputation.
Yeah. Who's to say it's going to happen again? In like 10 years' time, but that what they've done is only temporary.
Yes, it's a quick fix.
Exactly. Yes, Michelle, I think it's more or less the same sort of issue. The last news I heard about it was the scaffolding that they had, which was already on there because they're doing the works, also caught fire. So apparently the whole building is fire damaged, according to the fire brigade. I think what was lucky was it although it looked seemingly like Grenfell, I think the fact it was not as tall as Grenfell was the more luckier side, shall we say, to it being a even worse disaster than it is right now. So yeah, I think if it was a lot taller, I think there would have been a lot of problems, and thankfully it sounds like, I don't want to, because I haven't read the whole information, but it sounds like everyone's got out, I'm hoping. I believe they're doing a search at the moment for anyone missing, if there was anyone missing. But not nice and not good news at all, is it? Okay, Google Chrome Homes Greenwich. Okay, so that's what that building is, and there's all stories about it, and that's the reason why it's got to come down, because of the cladding. Okay, didn't know that. I'll have to have a look at that later on. So it's more of a fire issue with that building rather than it wasn't had permission to go up. Quickly swing over, because we've been testing 4K, but what I've just realised, we haven't shown you the beautiful sign, and it's lit up at the moment, of the London skyline on this bank holiday day. There we go, 4K. How about that, folks? Don't forget to hit that like button, as Carl's just said as well, and we are expecting a city flyer. Hey, and we said we wanted to see a 380. Look away if you're watching, Ken, and not on the chat. There she is. And there's Emirates.
Maintain 2000 feet, straight ahead fire.
Oh, go around. I see Dublin flight going around. I mentioned it earlier. Why is that? Are they changing directions? Wind hasn't changed. He was way too high though. I wonder if he came in too high. Let's see if we can turn up the volume on here and see if we can hear anything.
Flight 8465, my mic line up runway 27. My mic line up runway 27.
Wasn't happy with something. So that Dublin flight will go around. wondered if it was too high because I saw him on flight radar, and then I thought to myself, I've not seen him. I can't see him where I normally see him, and then as you pointed out, he was up higher. So maybe yeah, maybe he came in too high. I don't know. So he's going back round over Redbridge and Havering, and he goes.
It's just like a departure.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a wait at the moment. I'm not too sure. We're not doing any checks or anything on the runway.
They've not dispatched
maybe. There he is. Is that him or is that no? That's Lufthansa. That's Lufthansa. Lufthansa coming in, so he's banking over. Yeah, I didn't think so. It was that high. It's still 2,800. Then again, quite busy in that area, isn't it? You've got the flight off into Heathrow.
Yeah,
or line up.
Where the London arrivals.
That's right.
It's more like over Hertfordshire.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Flights from Dublin north, sort of.
Because that, so according to Lufthansa, it's in a holding pattern. That's why it was so high going round. Oh, Steve, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for gifting £20 to the stream today. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. If you do wish to do anything like that, you can do. Everything goes back into the stream, obviously. Thank you so much for that. That's really kind. Hope you've enjoyed today. And this is again the standard we're seeing now. 4K will be the norm here for the channel. I hope it's been pretty good for you guys and it's been sturdy and a good stream today, and it seems to be good. We haven't had, touch wood, any technical issues as we did on Friday, where it was jolting and jittery and unwatchable to some extent. So it seems to be a lot stable. I think we've got the right setting now set up, so it's good to hear. This is what I always wanted to do for you guys, and give you the best of the best if we can, and just up our game really for streaming and get to the level which you guys deserve really, of the best sort of content. Just having a look at the Heathrow incomings. The Virgin? Oh yeah, there it is. 787. Right above us. I can't show it to you. I will once it banks over, in fact. Right. There we go. So giving you an update. The Berlin flight is going to be in before the Dublin flight. That's just coming in as number 2 now, lining up. We might be lucky though, because of that go around. We might actually see a stack at sea. Oh, hello. Who's that? Oh, it's a buy ring. Don't know what it is. It's a buy ring. Etihad 787-10.
Because they've been using one particular aircraft. Is it Disney or something, isn't it?
It's not the Disney one, no. I thought it was the Star Wars one. I thought it was Latam for a minute, but it's not. Okay. Berlin flight inbound next from Seaflyer. And the Dublin flight might come into view soon as well. It's just behind the clouds at the moment. You might just see it on the left of your screen, the Dublin flight. Tiny little speck as we focus on the Berlin flight. Simon Hobbs, welcome to you. Says a Dragon White flight. Okay, might be. Not sure. Very nice biplane though. Richard, hope you're good. Watching from Dallas. Very good morning to you. final flight date is going to be the ITA Airways flight. That is number 2 now to land, just after the Dublin flight. Yeah, I mean, what an amazing watch that must have been. I'd love to have done a Planespotting here when it was the Red Bull Racing here at London City.
I went to it.
Oh, you went to it? Oh, wow. I bet it was packed along here, wasn't it?
Yeah, the special grandstand seat.
Oh, nice.
The then local newspaper in Southend used to do like these coach trips.
Oh, cool.
Because I've been to things like the Farnborough show and Mildenhall for the airfare.
Oh, wow, that's an opportunity. Did you get to see much? Because obviously it's quite quick, isn't it?
Yeah, because it was the proper main grandstand.
Oh, right.
It was quite nice actually the way they did it.
So where was it all set up?
I think it was more towards the O2 sort of area. So,
Oh, right. I remember it was on TV when that was.
yeah, because it was always Peter Bergeron who was actually sponsored by themselves. It was a couple of American ones, because one of them was like a test pilot or something, and there was Angelo McLean who was a Spanish pilot,
Oh, right.
and there's Peter Bonham that was a BA or a Virgin 747 pilot.
Oh, wow. When was that?
I think it would have been...
What, 90s or early 2000s?
Early 2000s.
Oh, right. Finale, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining us today. It's going to be the ITA Airways on final. It is Victor Charlie today, and it is a brand new June 2024 aircraft. And there she is. Michelle has just said, named after Adriana Bargani. I probably butchered that name, sorry. Who is a Italian, well, NBA pro. Ah.
Oh, so it can look the theme of sports, basically.
Yeah. Here she comes. So it looks like stand 10 for ITA. Because it made the noise slightly, and it's still making a noise, we'll have Captain Wookie out, haven't we? Look at that aircraft, isn't that beautiful? Even bearing glorious 4K. One of the things I absolutely love about the planes here, Michelle, the fact that they can do that turn so tightly with these aircraft. It saves also on time, and also it saves them not having to have a toe being pushed back. It's a lot quicker on operations as well. It's great stuff. We'll just focus on them being all the equipment being attached to the aircraft as they shut down, and then we will call it a day for you all. So I think it's been a very successful stream so far, so thank you very much for joining us. Hope so far the test has been good. Our second day of 4K testing, and I think we're getting better every day as well, which is great stuff. So we'll keep increasing and tweaking settings to get you the best possible image and settings. Hopefully the mic has been behaving itself. I know it played up a little bit last week with a bit of crackling. We're looking to, I'm looking to possibly upgrade the mic as well to get you a better sound quality. So hopefully that will help as well. To all our flight crew members, thank you once again for your continued support to the channel. And to also everyone who has donated today, thank you to Steve for your donation as well today, and everyone who has joined us and hit that like button, thank you once again. Every like we get, it helps us out growing the channel. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe as well. We're still close to that beautiful number of 12k as well, so thank you so much. Right, folks, so I am going to bid farewell to you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined us, to all the mods as well who's joined us today. Thank you so much for your continued support. Have a wonderful rest of the week. We'll see you around next weekend. We'll give you more information about what's going on. Keep an eye on. Don't forget to have a look at our latest flight review as well, to see how I get on transferring through one of Europe's worst performing airports. See what you think. Thank you very much for everyone who's joined us. Take care now. Have a great one. See you later and goodbye.
Jets on the rise, Stansted waves on open skies. Yeah, which runway a sight to behold? London Planespotting stories untold. We're on tour with the year we rode, spotting planes fake the airports to home. From the ground to the clouds we aim. London Planespotting more than a game. The journey's just begun. Throttles set, our hearts all as one. Wings align, the runway's clear ahead. Pilots wave, their smiles once spread. Airbus are Boeing, choose your side. Through the clouds where few have ever been. Airborne dreams watch them take their flight. London sky, the joy from morning light. We're on the move, spotting planes in the London groove. STM pilots, they give us a wave. At LGW, it's the views we crave. Up in the sky, look who's flying high. London Planespotting, we're waving high. From Heathrow to City, Stansted nearby. London Planespotting, catch the vibe. Live streams, photos, the best of the tribe. We track the flights, we love